What's up, everyone? I'm Mo.
And I'm Jo.
You're listening to Mojo and the Outsiders podcast, brought to you by Backwoods Adventure Mods.
Hey guys, in this episode, we're going to be talking about Mo and Grant just got back from San Diego. They went out to the Rodeo Rig Show out there. Basically, going to be talking about their time out there, the things they did. I've already heard some pretty hilarious stories, so I'm ready to hear the rest of them. So yeah.
I'm a skater boy.
Yeah. Mo, lift up your feet.
Yo!
He's joined the Vans
Cue
gang.
the music.
Yeah. He has always refused to get Vans, and he is now on it.
Yeah,
Cue the music. Boom.
All right, we're back, man. That was good.
Yeah.
We really did that down.
Yeah, dude. That was great.
Oh, Lord. Well, there's the icebreaker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, tell me about this trip. I got to hear it. So
Man,
y'all
where do we
went
start?
Man, a lot of good things happened. It was fun. I mean, it was Grant's first trip out to the West. You know, you and I usually go to most of these rodeo rigs.
To California, not the West. Don't make me
West.
seem like a yuppie.
California.
Yeah.
SoCal,
Yeah.
if you will.
Yeah.
So that was good, man. I mean, a lot of fun, crazy kind of start to the trip. I mean, our first day was like 3 days, right?
Oh my gosh. I mean, it was like 20, it was basically 24 hours.
That's
20,
it.
22-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we woke up and jammed out of here pretty early. I know. I mean, our flight was early. I think we left at 9.
Yeah.
Landed in Sacramento, had a fantastic chauffeur. You know, Nate sent his son Noah down in the Agency 6 E350 van.
The coolest shuttle
and
ever.
It is a hoss.
Yeah, they sent me a video of it, and I was drooling, dude. It is so cool. I'm sure we'll put the clip up in the video, but for you guys that aren't, listening, what or aren't watching, what was all like kind of on this van?
Well, like their whole catalog, dude. So, I mean, every single thing.
Yeah, it's probably like a
molly panels.
6-8 inch lifted van, maybe.
At least.
Tall enough, like
It's
I
huge.
mean, I'm like tall, 20-inch inseam, but man, it was everything I could do to get my leg in the back of this van.
Yeah, it looked big, man. I mean, it looked really big.
Big old turbo diesel, 37s.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, Agency 6 stuff all over it. I mean, it's tall enough that they have some of their first Agency 6 handles on the hood so that they can jump on the bumper and hold the hood so you can wash the windshield.
Yeah, it was big, man. I mean, an absolute monster. I mean, I imagine it was full drive swap, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely four-wheel drive.
They did it all, man.
I figured, yeah.
The whole
Big
inside
seats
too.
in the back recline. It's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I do want to like brag on them first because
Dude, they
we planned
crushed.
on getting an Uber. Like we were just going to Uber to the airport, and I texted him when I landed, or he texted me when I landed and said, "How far out are you?" And I said, "Well, we just landed, So we got our bags, and he said he's 3 minutes away. And it's like, oh, well, that's like incredible. Thank you, man. And,
Yeah.
And later obviously he picked us up, but later we learned he washed our truck because we left our Tundra there, so we could fly in and grab it. And did the whole tour and all that stuff. But basically, man, we just felt like,
Dude,
I
like
didn't
silly
expect
things,
that.
Nate, his son Noah, probably one of the nicest young people you'll ever meet.
super respectful, smart.
Yeah, super respectful, well-mannered. I mean, he asked me multiple times to hold the stuff I'm holding. I can hold that for you. I mean, silly things, but I mean, just the welcome we got walking in, right? So they have a TV on their little walk-in area and stuff. And it says, Agency 6 welcomes Backwoods Adventure Mods.
Yeah.
It's like our logo.
Yeah,
and
so
stuff.
professional.
And we're like, what? Like for us two dudes, man, just come out here, so like, just silly things like that, and then Nate getting to walk us through the shop and show us all the patents and stuff that they've done. And, like I said, always right from the outside looking in, it looks like not much going on. But then, like I said, once you get behind the scenes and kind of look at some of the stuff, it's super cool. Their shop space was, amazing, right? I mean, bunch of water jet cutters out there. You know,
they make basically everything out of billet. But what I loved the most was they were just excited to show off their stuff and their facility and like talk up each other, talk up their employees, you know, and you just felt like, man, they got it going on. Like they have the right energy.
Yeah. Good vibe. Yeah. Old girl back there sewing up these straps and stuff, dude. She didn't care. She's happy as can be, man. It was solid. Like I said, it's always cool to visit other facilities and kind of get inspired, right?
Yeah.
Like I said, you see some of these things and how can we incorporate those into what we do and stuff like that. So it's always fun.
Yeah, no, it sounded like an awesome time. And when you guys were telling me about like the hospitality, you know, that they offered you guys when you went there, I mean, that's second to none, man.
Yeah.
Which,
I'm telling you, from like Nate, you expect it from older people, you know, but like, dude, his son, I was just like blown away.
Yeah, raised right.
Anywhere. I mean, like first thing he asked me to jump in the vans, like, you guys want to stop and get food, anything like that? We can go get some food, you know?
Right.
Like, nah, man, we're golden.
Yeah.
You know, but made sure we were comfortable. I knew that.
Yeah. So what'd you guys do next after that?
I mean, that trip lasted a long time. I mean, from basically back half of Agency 6 till the rest of the night, like, I mean, until
our goal was to stop at two places, Agency 6 and another place, and then to get our hotel.
Yeah.
But it like stretched over the longest day ever.
I mean, we hung out with Nate and them for longer than we thought. And then, you know, we got sidetracked. You know, it's like, man, what they're, you know, you see all the stuff that they do and that they market that they want you to see, you know, but it's like some of the stuff that they're working on, you know, being able to, I mean, the Hertz
Rent-A-Center.
Yeah, the Hertz, right? but they're rent-a-cars, but the Hertz came out with the Rent-A-Racer. I think it was back in the late 60s, early 70s, and you could rent these Hertz Mustangs from Hertz. And there was one of these in the back room. I mean, original, you know, so super cool to see that. And then one up in that car is a GT40 that's just bad to the bone. You wouldn't believe how tiny those cars are. But even cooler, these guys are fabbing their own carbon wing kits and a diffuser for it, you know. And it's like, dude, they have a big old deep freeze for carbon, right? So that they can make molds, lay carbon down however you do that. And I guess getting cold's part of the process.
Yeah.
But we're kind of finding out a lot of these companies have a lot of like other companies and sub companies.
A lot like us, right?
A lot like us, right? Because you got to invest in all that capital to do something else with it, right? So man, every room we went to, there's just a whole new world. And these two cars, the main owner, I guess, you know, it's his kind of projects, but dude, I was blown away. Could not believe it. And very clean, like organized. You know, all that stuff went a long way.
Yeah.
So.
It was super cool. I mean, and then what, after there, we finally get out of there.
So the objective obviously was to see Agency 6, but also to pick up the truck.
Right,
so pick up the truck. Also, it died because it just like has some kind of power draw somewhere. I'm not sure, but.
So the truck died?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So they kept it on like a battery tender.
Yeah, kept it on a tender for us.
Right?
So
like,
really?
Wash the truck. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Insanely nice.
Look at
crazy.
that, man.
Yeah. So we drove this nice clean truck, left there, and went to TBR.
TBR Garage. And
what does it stand for again?
Oh, man. I don't even know if that's what it really stands for. He said it doesn't, but they've got a saying on the back of a shirt that's priceless.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll say Texas Brewskis and Racing.
That's right.
Well, kind of.
Yeah. The Brewskis part was right. The last two were right.
Yeah.
Pretty funny, though.
But our buddy, RJ, he works there, and he stored our trailer there. So we had to get our Tundra and our trailer. So we went over there to pick that up. And, of course, you know, we kind of think it's just going to be this quick in and out, you know, and then we're like, oh, damn, like, look at that
all
Chevelle,
these,
dude. Look at that, like, Charger. And the closer we got, full-blown hot rod shop, dude.
Like you wouldn't see, like you don't see around here. And that's our thing. It's like we have fast cars. Like we have dudes that are into that, but it's like dudes like this was like a whole shop that was just full of cars that were nice. I mean, new, old, so many Hellcat swaps, twin turbo Hellcats. I mean, just
this old like Lincoln Continental,
Coyotes,
suicide doors, and he's casually like, that makes 2,000 horsepower. You know, this one over here makes 1,500. But I'm gonna strap it down to
they
like
popped the hood on these things, and
God.
like everything looked like it belonged there. You know, it didn't look like you shoehorned this big old motor into a car. You know, like they did a great job hiding all the wires and everything like that. I mean, wire deletes, what RJ kept calling it. Man. He's like,
they would like custom fab these like surrounds around the engine, like sides in the front to where it does hide everything. So there's so much space in this engine bay, but you don't see any wires, dude. It's just like the top of the motor.
Really?
And like some like headers coming out. And then it's just like, how does this thing turn on?
Yeah.
How does it power things?
Man, I'd love to see that.
Dude, it was absolutely bonkers. And I mean, we walked around there and I mean, looking at stuff and they can tell we're geeking out and everything. And then Matt, the other guy there.
He's the owner, right?
Yeah, we just met him and I mean, like seriously just met him. And he goes, you guys want to take a ride in the 1,000 horsepower Raptor? You know, we're like, absolutely, man.
Yeah.
You know, and it's this brand new Ford Raptor R, super cool. And we ended up jumping into it. And dude, this thing was bad to the bone. You know, it's like we jumped on the highway and brought that thing to life, you know, on the on-ramp and everything.
Well, not the highway.
Highway-ish.
Side street.
Somewhere down in old Mexico. We brought that thing to life, man. And it, you know, to have a truck make that much power and ride the way those Raptors ride down the suspension. I mean, it was like perfect combination.
Yeah. It's crazy because, full-size truck, 37s, 4 adult dudes in there, you know. Like that's a lot of mass moving down the road.
Yeah.
And this thing just erupted, man.
Didn't care. Big brakes on it, everything.
Yeah.
How was the sound? Like they have an exhaust or anything on it? Or?
Well, he had long tooth. The only thing he did, so Raptor R, which is nuts anyway.
Yeah.
And then I think he supercharged it.
With supercharged it.
Supercharger. And then he did long tube headers and like a full exhaust. Dude, he remote started that thing and I was right behind it. I almost died, dude. It was the loudest thing. Yeah. Like the cold start was violent. Violent. And I'm all for like loud, but that was like violent.
I wasn't sure if he was, you know, going to go for like the quiet, like, you know, kind of sleeper deal.
No, not this client. So this is the client's, right?
Yeah.
His, we'll talk about in a second, but his was different.
Yeah.
You know, but after we went on that ride, I was like, dude, it's not a coincidence. Like California, like people here are just like crazy nice, you know?
Yeah, man.
And like unbelievable. They'll show you anything. And so, after leaving Nate's and then you have that experience, I'm like, geez.
Yeah. Everybody, like I said, I mean, these guys beyond cool. And he said for them to, you know, he could have just given us a trailer and told us to get lost, you know. Yeah. But, dude, they could tell, you know, that we don't see things like that. I mean, to see what Chargers like Toretto's just laying around, you're just what, man? Like, So, I mean, so rad. And then for them to show us around, like I said, take us out, burn some gas in one of their rides, like, let's go.
Yeah, we eventually called their garage a stable because all the horsepower in there.
I mean, seriously, you know, but same, right? Like that was, and I guess we should talk about Matt's sleeper truck. He's what is it, STX? Is that what they are? Or FX4?
I don't talk Fords. I don't know. It's F-150.
It's
pretty basic truck.
Pretty basic looking, man. He's got lift tires, smart cap on the back, I think, and then he's got an eye camper on top.
Yeah.
But this thing, like I said, you wouldn't know it by looking at it. But dude, he said he just goes around beating M3s, M4s all day long.
And he has like 4 maybe MagnaFlows or Borlas or something, like quite a bit of exhausts on there, right? Like to quiet it down.
Yeah.
But, dude, he'll just pull up, next to these cars and smoke them.
Yeah.
In a full, huge, heavy truck.
I bet they get pissed, man.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
that is
they
awesome.
sell their car, like, after that. But.
I would love to see a video of that. That'd be hilarious. That'd be funny.
But like I said, these guys, man, that's what they do. You know, it's like RJ, we knew he kind of worked on cars and stuff. And Grant and I were like, man, how long have you been doing this?
Right.
And, dude, he was like, since I was 13, you know, you're like, holy smokes, man, you've been doing this for a minute, you know?
Yeah.
And it shows, like I said, they were very in tune with everything that was laying around the shop. I mean, when we were leaving, RJ was going to go tub out his fender or his
on his
Tacoma.
It's like, I'm going to tub this real quick. And
real quick.
I bet you actually could finish that in a day.
Yeah, and then that's Rovi showed us the next day, like his, you know, progress through it. And dude, absolutely amazing, right?
Yeah, right. what I would give to have my truck dropped off.
Yeah. Right.
Knew what he was doing.
It was just the same with like Nate and HC6, like them like excited to show their work. It was the same, with Matt and RJ. Like they could obviously tell, like you said, how excited we got.
Yeah.
But I could still see the fire in their eyes of like their own work and their own pride. And it was like, dude, that.
Well,
you got
I'm sure
special.
It takes some of that like lax days. Like, oh yeah, this is why we do it, man. So
exactly.
that people can love it, and people do.
Well, it does it for me. Like when people come over here and like we give them a tour, I'm like, man, we have it going on. Like we have a big place. Like this is special to be here. And so,
it is, man.
Yeah. Dude, it was sweet. That was sweet. And then what? I mean, like I said, man, we were way behind. So we jump on the road.
Yeah.
It's like a 6-7 hour drive from Sacramento, basically down to, we're going to stay outside of LA, Agora Hills, where you and I stayed.
Yeah.
Exactly. But dude, we started taking off down the highway. We're making good time, decent time.
We go to In-N-Out.
In-N-Out.
We got to. And then was that same night sometime we had Jack in the Box.
Dude, that was way late.
Maybe that was
like,
the next day.
That was like that was after midnight.
Yeah, you're right.
For sure. But dude, we take off down there, and Grant's got this video we'll have to show, but we get stuck in this traffic jam going north to South California, and dude,
it's probably 10, 11.
Yeah, late night, and traffic is jamming up, and like at first, it's like 15-minute delay, whatever, and the delay is not very long on the maps. We're just sitting there chatting, and then like all of a sudden, man, you see this like fireball up over like the top of the horizon. And
like a nuclear bomb, like this like proper mushroom cloud.
Oh my god.
And dude, we were like, what was that? And we're still sitting in traffic, and then it goes away, and then it comes back, and it's almost bigger than the first time. And then it goes away, and it's just pitch black. It's completely gone. And we knew this, like once semi-trailers and trucks started, busting U's in the median.
Yeah.
Time for us to do the same. So we got
our GPS changed from 15 minutes to like 2 hours and 45 minutes or something added time.
Oh my gosh.
We were like bumped that. We still got like a couple more hours to drive,
Yeah.
So we peeled out, followed the semi trucks, and backtracked a little bit, and took this side street. Everybody was doing the same thing, but we still got out.
Dude, made it before that becomes a jam up, and dude, it was like I said. I mean, our first in the day was forever long. I mean, just so long,
and I was definitely not tired.
No, Grant definitely won't fall asleep holding his phone ever. Definitely.
Dude, I'm bad about it too, though. Man,
no, dude, I mean, I stayed up the night before we left. That morning, just I don't know, giddy or whatever. Just, staying up. But early flight. And here it is. I mean, I don't know what time that was. Super late. It was definitely like midnight-ish. But man, I pull out my phone, and I'm like, I know I'm bobbing. Like Mo and I are listening to this. It was a podcast I recommended.
Yeah.
It's a Joe Rogan. I was like, dude, you got to check this out.
Yeah.
And we're like getting through it, and I know I'm nodding, and I also do this like mouth open sleep thing. I'm like,
catching flies over there.
I am so dead. That's when I'm like super tired. And I was like, man, I feel bad. Like I'm falling asleep on Mo, So I grabbed my phone and I like open up Instagram, and like I like have a goal, right? I'm like gonna message, catch up on messaging.
Yeah.
And it's just like, man, my eyes just closed.
Yeah.
Like, multiple
dude, I look
times.
over, dude, he just got his phone, mouth neck, and I'm just like, dude, there ain't.
No, you're like,
reading
don't fall asleep. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm awake.
Dude, I can't even count how many times I've been in the truck with Mo, and I'll I guess be on my phone, and I'll wake up and my phone will like just slowly fall out of my hand. I'm just like land on my nuts, So it's just like, you wake up to that big shocker, and then you're like, where the heck am I? Like, man.
Dude, same. Cause like, I don't want to do the open mouth sleep thing. Like I'm trying, right? And so I know when I do close my eyes for like a few seconds, I'll be all right here. Dude. And then next thing I know, I'm like way up here.
100% accurate. Yeah. I mean, definitely accurate. But I mean, we made it. I mean,
so we got food and then our hotel.
Yeah, we went to the hotel, then doubled back for Jack in the Box, and then back to the hotel.
That's right. Yeah, because we had the trailer. I mean, I experienced firsthand the trailer is like a thing, man.
Yeah.
Especially out there, like
pulling
you can't do anything. It sucks.
Wait, which one of you guys reversed it this trip?
Dude, I was backer.
Dude, I never touched the driver's seat.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mo will do that.
I will do that.
I didn't complain either.
Yeah.
He just gets in.
Dude, I only had to do one backup situation, and it was
good.
F-bombed. I mean, it was the world's worst place.
Which one?
At the airport.
Oh, I'm talking about when you fakey Smith the
that was good, too. That was also another good one, man. Maybe I had two stars of the show, man. Get her dialed in.
Grant sent me this photo.
Yeah.
I sent you a video.
Yeah.
We'll put it in the podcast.
I'll have to put it in there. Yeah, but just like one wheel like kind of popped up on the curb. You know, in skateboarding, that'd be like a fakey Smith.
I knew that.
Feeble, yeah.
Dude, super funny, man. Oh, I was laughing.
Dude, well, I
Well, it's
couldn't
funny
believe
because we pulled up, so
Yeah.
there's like car in front, car like end caps, right? And
Yeah.
Mo's like, I don't know if I got this. I was like, dude, I know you do. It's
We
right
got
there. And he pops both tires on this curb, settles down, parks it. I'm like, you nailed it.
Oh, man.
Dude,
We're all
trailer
right.
still poked out, towed out quite a bit.
Yeah.
Like there wasn't enough space for us between these two cars. But there was enough for us to be pulled in like a couple dodos.
Yeah.
So funny.
Oh, man, that is so funny.
But anyway, so yeah, we found a hotel. It was funny too because we were like looking on our phone, like places to do, and I was gonna like reserve one.
I knew Agora Hills.
Yeah.
Like I knew that it's safe there.
So I just randomly pick one, and turns out it's the exact same one.
Yeah.
Because Mo didn't know which one it was.
Dude, walk in on that same crazy
Same
dude
thing.
sitting in there.
And
Really?
it was funny because I didn't actually pre-book it on my phone.
Because it was so late.
Because I didn't know, like, am I going to register for yesterday because it's today, or you know what I mean? Like the dates are weird.
Yeah, because we're trying to sleep like the rest of Thursday night, and we're leaving Friday morning. But by the time we got there, it's already Friday morning. After midnight.
So yeah, we figured it out. That lady was pretty rude. I'll tell you that.
Dude, she was not feeling it. Grant pulls out this credit card, gets this room or whatever. And dude, she was not feeling that. Like he gives her this card, and she's like, their machine's not working. And so Grant, she's got to read the card. And,
Well, the numbers are kind of wore off.
yeah. So Grant starts reading it to her, and she's kind of throwing her arms up. She's like, don't you have another card? And Grant's like, yeah, but this is like my work trip card,
Yeah.
And I had already given her the numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the ones that were like scratched off because I know it.
Right.
And, she like didn't think that was real or something.
No, man.
It's like,
she was not buying.
Do you have another card? No, like this is the card.
Yeah.
It's like, go get you another machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember how we got to here? It's the
Right.
machine that's down.
Right.
Yeah.
Not my card.
So
But that was, same, right? We weren't there for very long.
checked in. We dumped the trailer. No,
No.
That was a
not
different
night.
day.
Yeah.
Checked in, and dude, we had the food by then, right?
Yeah. It was late.
Yeah, we
late.
brought the food there.
Yeah.
But we ended up going to bed at like 2. Two there. So 4 a.m. our time.
Oh, don't tell that to Mo.
Oh, man. You, right? Dude, exactly. I was feeling it. I was same as everybody. It's
So
like,
don't
dude, that
judge
first
when I
day,
was
man,
tired.
it was long.
Yeah.
We woke up the next morning and start heading south over to start making our way down to San Diego and everything. And, it's just crazy. The loss of time from driving out there.
It really is,
We wake
dude.
up early in the morning, drive to a breakfast place, and then stop off at YT in San Clemente, and like all of a sudden, like the whole day's gone by,
Yeah.
which was just absolutely bonkers. All right, we're back. That was a first-time caller, long-time listener. Glad we got that question solved.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
We always enjoy it when people reach out, but all seriousness, so we wake up next morning, end up at Lucky Boy for probably the biggest burritos on the planet.
Tiny. They were tiny.
We walk up and I see these folks, man, there's a couple, and they just split a burrito.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at this thing, and dude, the way they're holding these burritos, I'm like, shit, yeah, man, half a burrito, that's all I need.
Yeah.
So I started pitching this idea to Grant, man, and he is almost there. He's almost there. Like, so close.
Dude, I was doing the math, okay? I was portioning this out. It's like I wanted like 2/3 of one of these, right?
Which would have been perfect.
But you said you wanted a half, okay? And I said, we're going to be short. I'm going to be short.
Yeah.
This isn't good.
Right.
So he basically like left.
No,
He walked
my
away.
wife calls, and I take this
that's
call
right.
thinking that surely Grant's not going to order two.
No,
Yeah.
You said do whatever.
No, I didn't mean
Maybe.
I definitely didn't mean it.
I ordered, and he got off the phone.
Yeah.
And he goes, "What'd you end up doing?"
He goes like this.
I got to.
I was like, dude, man. They bring these burritos out, and I kid you not, like as big as like my calf.
They really were giant. I mean, like you can get a big burrito like Chipotle or whatever. You know, it definitely was much bigger than that.
They were big. The video or photo you showed me. I mean, I was like trying to imagine my hand like proportionally compared to the way it was your hand. I'm like, dude, this thing's like 2 foot long.
Yeah. Well, I was carrying both of them in one hand because we had to walk to the trailer to eat, or no, we were going to get some coffee down the road. Yeah. And dude, I took like 100 steps and my hand was like tired. Like it was very heavy.
I had to talk
getting worn out from a burrito.
To some of this side street eating. You know, Grant was like, let's go get some of this coffee and we'll just come back here. I was like, dude, let's just eat on the trailer, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, what are we doing? There's tables. Like, it'd be nice to sit there and like just
almost
watch
like how
people.
we ate them donuts that time, dude, just standing out on the sidewalks of LA, man, just soaking up breakfast in the city around you. I'm like, I absolutely love it, man.
Yeah.
And I needed to because, man, I'd have felt like I insulted them if they saw how much that burrito I had to throw away.
Well, you did drop a bunch on the ground too.
That was on purpose too. I was doing everything I could to light my load, man. Like,
anytime you turn around, he's just grabbing his burrito.
I'm just sweeping this thing, man. I mean, the amount of bacon, like we both got bacon burritos, and dude, I mean, so much bacon on these things, and don't get me wrong, fantastic, but dude. Don't attempt to put down a whole one.
But like I'm not trying to like cast shade on Lucky, but it wasn't awesome. Yeah, like it was okay.
Yeah,
it was the size, it was the portions that's bringing people there. Is what we decided.
Yeah, you know, can't have it all. Got to have either the quantity or the quality.
Yeah, I mean, for price, like I said, if you play it right and you split one, dude, we'd have been in and out of there for like $15.
Yeah,
you know, but go figure. But I mean, after that, man. We have a short hour and a half ride over to YT. Oh, yeah. Where our boy Jeff had let us down slow that we did not have e-bikes waiting for us.
I kind of want to blame myself a little bit. Like, I probably should. We went to the creek that one time you guys went.
Yeah.
Just you went. And I mentioned, like, we want some bikes, you know.
Yeah.
But I didn't give him a date or anything like that. Yeah. And it was maybe a day before or something like that. I was like, hey, Jeff, can you get us some bikes over there? And he did, but
dude, Reggie power,
because I told him too late. But yeah, these were so this Y2 mill is a lot smaller than what we're used to, and so they only have like one size demo bike
for the fleet,
for like the whole thing.
All the models.
Yeah, and we get there on a Friday, right, and all they have is analog bikes and
2 Reggies.
Both, it's funny. Both of us, before even going, we just knew. Like we were just I'm not gonna love this. Like
I knew. I told you that's like,
and we had just eaten this freaking burrito too. You know, like massive burrito. Yeah. So we're like not really stoked to do this ride. It's also like the hottest part of the day.
Right.
So yeah, we rock in, you know, get fitted up for these bikes, and I'm still low key just like pretty sad, you know.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get some sweet laps, you know, like take advantage of a new terrain I've never ridden on.
Yeah.
But yeah, we
did it right, man. Pedaled to the top while we were the freshest. Went down, had to walk up that stupid sandy hill.
Yeah.
And then, dude, it's like always, dude, like the YT guys showed up almost like they did for you and mine. Almost like they're looking for us. And dude, he takes us down the crack, you know, which it's weird from when me and you had ridden it to when Grant and I had ridden it. Like, it's like
different.
Is it different?
It's widened out, you know, like erosion, I guess.
The crack is?
Yeah.
See, I thought it was narrow as crap.
Well, it is, but it's like.
It was narrow, and I'm talking like handlebars almost scraping on both sides going through it.
I could tell it was hand cut. I mean, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, it was still cool. And like I said, you know, the terrain out there is different. I mean, use them brakes. You need good brakes.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Well, there's no trees, right? There's no coverage from the sun.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're out there baking.
Check out this sweet
melting sunburn on the
back.
Melting.
Super steep.
Yeah, very steep, man.
Yeah.
It turns out it's steep on the way up too.
Yeah.
Good grief, man.
Dude,
my legs were barking, man.
Legs sweating.
I couldn't believe it. And then I looked down at my Garmin. Like Mo finally taught me to like record my first like activity on here because I keep using Strava, and so I tried the Garmin version, and like I'm bummed because my first whole ride like ever is 3.2 miles.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, oh my gosh.
Well, dude, it was bad. Like
So
we're in shorts, he's in shorts, Vance in shorts, and I was like, man, there's like a breeze coming off out there, the ocean, and so I'm standing outside. I was like, man, I think I'm gonna put pants on.
Rookie.
The guy at YT's like, dude, he's like, honestly, I always ride pants.
It's like that's the move. Yeah.
He's like, apparently, like we have ticks.
Yeah.
But apparently, like they have like dog ticks that would get on you.
Dog ticks. What are those?
Like a dog.
The ones that like swell up.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Those will get on you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh heck no, man.
I know.
Why don't they get on us here? We got dog ticks here.
I don't know.
I guess the Reggie ticks are. Line them out.
Analog ticks.
Humans are ours.
That's crazy.
The dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was going down was sweet, right? And I'd like to say like before e-bikes, I was like decently in shape, and everything. But holy cow, what a setback!
Humbled.
E-biking is.
Yeah.
Dude, well, we got up to the top or wherever, halfway back up, and we're sitting around, and this guy's like, "Well, I gotta bounce," and I'm sitting there trying to get my wits about me, dude. And that burrito is talking to me.
Yeah.
Man. I was like, I don't think I can
I hear Mo like burping, and I'm like, oh
dude,
no.
I mean, talking to me.
We have zero water too.
Yeah. 0 water, no gloves, bunch of. I mean, we got our helmets though. We got everything there.
I remember the 0 water though, because we didn't have water bottles.
Yeah, we were in the same boat. That's the life you live out there.
But we were on an e-bike, and it was also not June. So,
well, that's what I knew we
imagine.
would be messed up. So I was like, dude, J&O and I wore out e-bike batteries on this same terrain.
Yeah.
And it's not like we rode that long, but the uphill is uphill.
And I remember being on an e-bike and like being kind of tired after we rode on an e-bike. So I can't even imagine.
It's so much steeper. Like what we're used to is just longer.
Yeah.
Right. Flatter. I mean.
Yeah. What'd you think of the jumps and everything?
Dude, I'm not doing those.
They're wild, aren't they?
The lips are like to the moon.
They're steep.
Yeah.
Very steep.
And Mo was saying, beforehand that they're all mandatory gaps.
Yeah, they're all
no,
gaps.
like tabletops.
Yeah.
No flats.
So the YT dude like let us into one, and the very first one I saw was a mandatory gap. I said, no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Maybe not today, So I went around them all, but
dude, they were ripping. Fun. He was ripping. Like I said, I was glad he showed up. And I mean, it was fun. It was fun, like I said, to get out there and to see it. How it is, man. When you're riding up that ridge, that black road, and off to the left, the mountain bike trails. Off to your right, you can see the ocean. And you're like, dude, it doesn't get much better than that.
Which didn't you say? I remember you told me like the main climb had been all tealed up or something like that.
Well, one of them. So like there's like that black pavement part's still there, the black road or whatever is still there, but there's like that little cut through road or whatever that's halfway up the mountain. That was like we came out to it, and I can remember you and I coming out to it, and then riding our bikes up. E-bikes up it.
Yeah.
And dude, we come out and I mean, it's so sandy that you come to a stop.
Yeah.
And dude, it's like, get off the bike, heel toe express to the top of this hill. I mean, it is sand. And that's where we ran into the guy from YT. That's where he was like, dude, these guys are walking bikes. Let me help them out.
I'd have been so exhausted.
It was a lot. It was a lot, but I mean, it made the ride there. By the time we left there, said we were getting to our hotel at like 4:15. So check-in was at 4. Perfect.
We got our money's worth on that round.
On the hotel.
Of hotels.
Yeah, we showed up right at check-in.
It was like a line. It was like a real thing.
Everybody got there with us. Same thing, but we're down. Oh man, I wish I could remember that area. But it's like you're down near the coast, so there's all these boats everywhere.
Well, it's Liberty Station is where the show was, so it's a ride around that area for where we were staying. I mean, it was like a 3-minute drive to the actual show.
We were super close to the show.
Like super on the coast too. And every night, when we stayed in the hotel, we would just go like wander off on the docks.
You just go walk the pier, walk the docks.
Cool.
We found where this seal lives. He's definitely a resident.
Yeah,
but it's just weird, man. Boats out there are weird.
What did we do? What did we do Friday after we ate? No, after they checked in the hotel, we went and ate, right?
Yeah, we went down to Pacific Beach.
Yeah,
and had the Beach Cafe.
My first real, true, like I think I said something.
He said it. He goes, "This this right here is what when people tell me they're from California, this right here is what I picture.
It's true though. Yeah, it's true.
You see everything, man.
Yeah, biking, skateboarding, rollerblading, people being active, running.
Yep, young, old, every single person with a smile, homeless or not, like it didn't matter.
No.
You know,
it's crazy. I mean, the homeless guy cheering on that skater dude. You know, you're just like, dude, man, this guy's sitting here, he's cool. Over here. But I mean, it was super cool. But yeah, just went down there, had some tacos.
Oh, so good, man. And like the best location, like right on a corner with our tables and even in a corner. And we got to just watch people, you know, and like soak up the sun. And man, it got like cold. I didn't expect that, man. Like I had to leave and go get a sweater from the truck.
I never.
So weird.
Well, we always pack shorts. So many pairs of shorts, and I wear pants the whole time.
Yeah, I don't know why I do that every single time. I'll be like, oh, I just need a flannel. Yeah. No, you need your hoodie.
Well, it's like, dude, these dudes are ripping in the ocean, and it's like, man, I'm being a wuss right now. Like they're
You'll get a coat, get bundled up.
Yeah.
But it was good. I mean, after that, I mean, same. I mean, we had fairly chill nights, you know, and then Saturday, man, show day, right?
Oh, yeah. We were ready.
Dude, so good, so good. This was my first show for them last year at the Rodeo Rigs. And new location, but just as good, you know, like it's so cool to get there and see everyone, catch up with Chris, all those guys and everything. And like I said, it's the traveling circus, man. Been a couple months since I'd seen them and everything like that, or we'd seen them. So, I mean, it was solid. You know, good show, good turnout. You know, a lot of vendors. Different from the last ones, man. There was more Bronco Jeep groups that turned up for this one. Which,
that's cool though. Yeah, that's cool.
It's cool too because.
Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say, like, even before the show, you know, I noticed just in traffic, like. The car culture is nuts, right? We saw it with the shop, you know, the TBR, and like every car you see, there's not just like a little thing done to it, like a car 4x4, whatever. It's like fully built. Yeah, and that was very evident at the show too. You know, all these dudes' trucks were just like badass, like super done up. And the people are different too. It's like they're there to talk about products. Doesn't matter how much it is. Like I want it.
Yeah, nobody asks price. Nobody does anything like that. Like, dude, they want to hear about your stuff, man. And if they dig what you're selling, they'll be into it.
Yeah,
very knowledgeable.
You said it too, but Rovey is like key, man. Like Adobo Runner, our ambassador, like. Having him there, man, being connected with everybody. You know, you're getting dabbed up by all his friends, right?
Yeah.
So, just shout out to him, man. He was awesome. But
that community out there is very knowledgeable too, like about products. I mean, you'll sit there and talk products, and they make me feel dumb sometimes, you know. And,
well, there's this like figure it out attitude. Yeah. It's not, you know, I'll make it work, or I got a buddy that has a machine shop, or you know, I'll figure this out. And,
like, different. That bumper's meant for a Tundra. Oh, I can make it. I can make it fit on my Montero. No big deal.
Yeah, dude. It's like,
if they want it, they'll do it. Like, just like that.
Yeah. I mean, RJ, right? Let me tub this truck real quick.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't tell you one person around here that could do that.
I've never even tubbed a vehicle, and I pray to God I never have to. So.
Right.
So I put 37s on.
Absolutely. He did.
Absolutely.
No, dude. Did they have bikes and stuff out at this show?
They didn't. Time? No bikes, no jumping of anything. It was just rigs. Or if they did, we didn't see it, but it was bigger, you know, than Vallejo as far as like it seemed like they had an extra parking lot. But it was definitely cool. Good location. Sun showed up. All good weather. Food was fantastic.
Yeah.
You know, talked to a lot of good folks out there.
Yeah. And it's different too, because this show is a 1 day show. This is the first time I think I've ever done a 1 day show.
The best,
but it felt great. Like it's easy for the vendor's perspective too. You come in, set up, and you leave. Yeah. But also like it's free to the community. Everybody can come. It doesn't matter if you're into trucks or not. We had people. We were walking around talking to other vendors and people from the street, like, "What's going on here?" You know. And, you know, free show, car stuff. Cool, I'm going to check it out. You know?
Yeah.
Walk right in.
Yeah. So that was awesome. And the people, man, there was a lot of people, I thought.
Dude, a lot. Traffic. I mean, you know, like I said, man, when you look down and the show's almost over, you're like, holy smokes, man. We talked to a lot of people.
Could not believe it.
I really like the one-day shows. You know, one thing I've kind of noticed about one-day shows is, in my opinion, on average, they are just higher energy. And I think it's just because everyone knows, like, we got to get everything done. Got to get it in one day. So everyone's just higher energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's those one-day shows are a lot of fun, in my opinion.
I mean, it was definitely solid. I mean, it was always ready for
as
the
good
next
as
one.
it
Like
always is. Yeah,
they are, man. Like I said, the community out there is great. You know, the folks we keep meeting out there, even better. Like I said, we've got people that have started building out their Tundras and kind of showing us the progress. You know, showing us their bed rack and drifter and chatting with their build and, you know, what they're trying to get done with it. And like I said, it's so cool to connect with these folks on a personal level and kind of get to know them and what they're trying to get out of this truck.
Yeah. Saw some of our bumpers and products out there at the show, which is always a plus. You know? Just cool to see, like, the work you're doing is, you know, across the whole
making
country.
it, right?
Yeah.
I said you always want it to be overnight, but it's like, man, we just keep pushing, you know. And he said it doesn't feel like work when you're getting to stand around like what we get to stand around or talk to the folks we get to stand or, you know, talk to.
Yeah. I know. It's always like you were saying, seeing products at a show is just like very rewarding. And it's also, I don't know about y'all, but I always get this weird feeling of like, did I probably saw that bumper in our shop like 3 months ago and now it's sitting here on someone's truck in California?
Yeah,
how weird is that? You know?
It's awesome. Yeah.
Right.
So
that's the perks, right? Making it all. We know where it comes from.
absolutely.
But yeah, the show ended quick, man. What was it? 3? Was it 3?
Yeah.
So we had a good chunk of the rest of the day to just hang.
Yeah.
We where'd we go?
Same. Back, take a shower, back to PB.
Different restaurant though.
Yeah, I went to a little burger stand.
Yeah, like proper on the coast.
Oh, nice.
Dude, open air, like everything out there. You're overlooking the road. Like, man, really, I think I enjoyed dinner with, like, people watching. Like, if I can get a meal and there's people watching, you know, like, it's not bad. Any sprinkle in the beach, like, I mean, it kind of has everything. So, I mean, it was good. Yeah, back down there.
We did some shopping.
Yeah, I was going to say, we found a van store the night before. Grant was kind of on the fence about a hat. We go in there, second night, we're getting the hat for sure.
Yeah.
I took a picture
lady,
of it.
man,
It's sweet.
she is maybe one of the best sales tricks ever. Tells Grant if he buys this hat, he buys this hat, man, he can get anything off that sale rack for half off.
So I walked in and he led off with, you know, buy one full price anything, get half off of the clearance, which is like 75% off. Stupid, right? So he says that, and immediately I'm like,
we don't even trust it.
Yeah, I
for
don't
like
know.
a long time. Like, there's no way that's what he said.
Yeah.
So I think I grabbed the hat at that point.
Yeah.
And I like held it in my hand. I was like, so if I get this, you know, and buy this discounted pair of shoes, it's still half off, you know, blah blah blah. So oh yeah. And then we kept shopping around. Like, then you were interested. At that point.
Well, I'm like, dang, man, like shoes for $30, I'm definitely interested. You know, because at one point Grant goes, so if he buys this pair of socks,
I did.
He goes, if he buys this pair of socks, he'll get those shoes for half off.
Yeah.
Without missing a lick, man. Yeah, absolutely. Like no brainer.
And the other thing is, I call my wife too. Because I'm like, everybody's got to get on this sale. You know? If I come home without something, you know, I call her. She's all down for it, right? Yeah. We like go in the back, like find all the sizes for her and everything. Like we're like really into this.
Yeah.
And I think I went to register first.
No, I went to go check out.
Oh, you did. That's
I went to go check out.
And you got a pair of socks.
Yeah, a pair of socks, full price.
Yeah.
and I'm trying to get these shoes half of half, and dude, they shot me down. This other lady who'd been hearing this other lady say the whole time we've been in there. Dude, she'd sit down like she's never heard of it before. Like I'm an idiot for thinking that's
but
real.
the guy I've been asking is next to her. Yeah, like at the register, like the other register.
Dude, he's playing it cool like his ears don't work now.
Yeah.
It's like, what do you mean, dude? You told me 4 times that. We're good.
So now I got to double back. You know, like how do I want these shoes? Yes,
right.
No, maybe. And
right.
You know, the first pair of Vans, right? You know, I'm
you're already into it.
Yeah, I'm already like, holy shit, man.
Yeah.
If not for foot mirrors, I probably wouldn't have even got these. I'm always pretty sure my feet look pretty silly in these.
No, man.
Dude, I looked at a foot mirror. Appreciate you.
Sun-dried tomato.
I looked at a foot mirror, and I was like, dude, these don't even look bad, right? You know, so start trying shoes on, man. I mean, I tried I say try it on, dude. They didn't have my size for a long time. She brought me out like a 10.5. She's like, was it 10.5 or 10? She's like, this will probably work. Dude, I gotta try to wedge this freaking sausage foot in that thing. And shit, man.
Well,
not even close.
The slip-ons, like run narrow, and I have wide feet. He does too. Yeah, and I usually have to upsize like a half size.
Yeah.
Yeah, he went his standard size and couldn't get that.
Next size she has from a small, she's like, well, I got a 12. And I'm like, well, I mean, if he got a size up, maybe a 12 or 11, it's not going to be a big a difference.
Yeah.
And she brings them out. And I try them on and shit. Yeah, they fit, dude. I look like I could dive in those things.
Yeah.
Like a couple
flippers
fins
for
hanging
the
off
ocean.
my fin. I was like, holy shit. I was like, absolutely
skis.
not right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we indeed also tried to pull a slick one. Brought me out a pair of shoes not on sale.
Yeah.
That I did love.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, these are on sale too? Because no. And I'm like, take them things back.
Yeah.
Like, where I'm at. I'm at the sale rack.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to full price for anything. I'm already bargaining on socks for shoes discounts. She tried to
bait and
run me
switch.
out. Yeah. Dude, it worked. Like, obviously, I got a shirt so I could get my shoes.
Right. That's the thing. Like, the lady was like, I told her, like, the guy just told me, like, I could buy this hat. And she's like, well, maybe if you buy, like, a shirt, maybe, like, it has to be the same category or something.
Yeah, that's what she was like, a shirt for a
same
shirt.
category.
Yeah, like a shoe for a shoe or whatever.
Yeah.
And
you buy a pair of shoes, you get half off the...
Dear God, do they have like a full on like rule list?
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know.
Well, we didn't see it.
No.
That's
so
crazy.
I ended up buying a flipping shirt. I mean, whatever. It was cool, and I got my hat I originally wanted. So, yeah, I originally wanted a hat. And then I end up with the hat, shirt, and shoes.
Yeah.
But I still feel like I
went
came
in
out on top.
I want
Did
anything.
get her stuff?
She did not.
Sorry,
they didn't have
Yeah.
her size. Yeah.
Well,
Not
that's
want
fake.
anything, and I come out with shoes, socks, and a shirt because
So guess what? That dude's sales scheme worked.
Yeah, even though I couldn't, get the sale with them socks, he still put it on that sale.
Yeah.
I was like, well, shit, man, do I gotta look like an asshole until I put the socks back?
Yeah.
Or what? So I bring the damn thing up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went in. We went in for Grant a hat, and all of a sudden we come out
They
with
got us.
everything.
They got us good.
Hosed us.
Well, most gates now. He's been greasing his
new
trucks.
board in the mail, baby.
What have you been
Waxing
saying?
the deck.
Waxing the deck.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, after that,
Send your
Sticky
cans
Feeble.
of spray paint over here.
Yeah.
Unused.
I'm going to tag stuff.
I'm gonna tag this wall right here, 3 Peaks.
We have to
over
go get
everybody.
take you to Hot Topic. Get you some studded
That's
belts.
where I
Yo.
get my first board.
Get you a studded belt.
Oh, my gosh. Incredible.
Dude, Grant would want to hang out with me more, dude. I'd look like I was pissed.
Yeah. Pissed off. We did see a skate park that like reignited me wanting to skate again.
Yeah.
That was
Which
good.
which
It was
part?
at
couple-
or in
a couple skate
San
parks.
Clemente. Yeah.
Well, we saw the one at San Clemente, like right below the YT Mill. There's a skate park down there. And we were watching guys hit that for a while. Then whenever we went back down to Pacific Beach, we passed that
that's right.
one that was like, dude, you couldn't fit another person around the edge of this damn thing.
Yeah.
But it's the same. But that's like California stuff. So you got people skating. I mean, seriously, people doing everything everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it
All
was,
with smiles.
yeah, all smiles, man. Everybody's stoked. Grant said best. I mean, like, right, money in your pockets or not, shit, man. People was happy.
It
Yeah.
didn't matter, man. Like no judging. Yeah, just everything. Like I think you said it best. Is like, what can I do to bottle some of this up, take it home with me, and like take a
Dude,
sip
how do I
every
live
now
carefree like these
and- Oh
folks,
my
man?
goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, like, dude, you hear, like you said, California, man, the cost of living out there, everything, all the headaches, So I know
Yeah.
stopping to fill up that Tundra is a nightmare every time. So,
Dude, yeah, triple digits.
yeah. Folks are living right, though. Like I said, you would
Yeah.
never know because, at least in that Pacific Beach area, man, it is smiles, everybody happy to be where they're at.
Well, too, like those nights after the show and everything, we would walk the pier, like we said, but you could envision like people live on these boats. Like they buy a slip and they live on these boats.
Yeah. Yeah.
What does that mean? 5 minutes?
Yeah.
All right.
That's why I did this.
Okay, nice. But that was just like crazy because I'm just, we're all used to like our house and
Dude,
like
we're
our normal
terrible.
thing.
Like I said,
Yeah.
you can just tell that we're so landlocked.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you get out
This
there
is
in the
normal.
ocean and stuff is it's just different, man. It's just different. Walking up, you've seen it, you know, it's like, man, all these places that, you know, you and I have been are basically where Grant and I went. You know, it was like, dude, Pacific Beach, you know, it's hard for me not to go down there if we're in that area, just for, like we said, man, just the vibe, the energy down there. It's almost contagious, right? Like you want to be around that.
Even that seal we found was stoked.
Dude, I mean, those things, sawing logs, didn't care that Grant and I were there.
Yeah, super late. We were just walking around, and we see this like figure, like rising and falling, you know. And I was like, I think that's a seal, you know. And then he like sneezed or did something, and it like shot, dude, 30 feet. You know, and we were amazed, obviously. And then we went back the exact same night. He hadn't moved.
Second night, man, we go back, and he's still there. Like, this is home, man. This is home. But I said, dude, booze cruises popping off from there. I mean, the harbor is like a weird place, dude. And
sailboats.
We ended up walking way down the second night. I mean, we started getting into like big boats, big boats, you know, and seeing like how they get them in out of the water. I mean, it was like I said, it's a different world for us to see it. All you folks on the coast are probably like, dude, these idiots, right?
Yeah, right.
But I mean, for us, it's like I said, super cool, great to walk around, hang out and everything. But I mean, like I said, man, Southern California never disappoints. Like it's good to hang with folks, but I mean that was pretty much the trip, man. I mean, short haul, jumped in a car on Sunday, dropped you off at the airport, showed off my backup skills, and
did
en route to Utah. But I mean, drive for me, fairly uneventful. I did duck into Zion, did go to Thunderbird for the homemade pie, and dude, Utah. Cold. What a place. Dude, cold. Yeah, I woke up in Salt Lake and it was 40-something degrees, man. Whenever I woke up, you know, same. Hats off to Nate, Forerunner Lifestyle, all them guys taking good care of us. But yeah, good. But I feel like that about wraps this one up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Show code.
All right, so y'all, y'all do the code. Y'all live the experience.
Ooh. The code is show code 15, all caps.
Again?
Oh.
We're running that right now, unless you turned it off.
It's on.
It's on right now.
Yeah, let's just run that one.
Running.
Or should we do seal 15?
I was going to say, so our purchaser.
Yeah, right. All right, no, for real.
How about
show code?
Name it after Vans. Do fake sell 15.
Yeah, absolutely. Fake sell 15, all caps. FAKESALE 15, all caps. Fakey to nose blunt. Skater talk.
I love that.
Okay, so it's really fake sale 15?
Yep, fake sale 15. We're doing it.
That's the code. Fake sale 15.
Love y'all, man. Thanks for listening.
Yo.
Always.
See ya.
The video is going to turn off in 30, really probably about 10 seconds. We'll see y'all backwoodsadventuremods.com, Adventures Backwoods Adventure Mods, and YouTube is Backwoods Adventure Mods.
If it tails off, I'll give you a guess.
Yeah. Peace.